in late '98, early '99, they did my gang, the nWo Wolfpac angle, and you were added to them. So, what were you told when they said we're going to put you in this nWo? Because that fucking gimmick could have been enormous, but it seemed to stop like that.
They didn't tell me anything. Scott Hall, they would give him stuff to do, and he would say, "Hey, I'm going to use disco in this." Like they weren't even really writing me in any of the segments. Scott Hall would get his stuff for the show and say, "Hey, I'm gonna use disco in this. And he's gonna do all this." That's how that came to fruition.
What was can you remember what the feeling was like backstage? You're in this new nWo, the reunion storyline, and then Hogan turns around and decides, I want to turn babyface?
Well, we just knew that there was a couple things, a couple big angles got kiboshed because Hogan. The biggest problem that WCW faced back then is they did the NWO, they did the red and black, and they were supposed to do the red and black versus the black and white, and it never took place. And it was just like it was like the whole. It was like season 6 or season 8 of Games of Thrones. They just scrapped it. That's what it was. Seriously, you're building up to this. This group came in. They infiltrated the company. They started their own faction. That faction grew so big it split up, and they were supposed to fight each other and never did. So it's like, and that was because I know that Hogan had something to do with that. He didn't want to, I don't know. It's just, but it was just left. It was, national. Those guys wanted to do it, and the fans are ready for it. Everybody's ready for it. It never happened. That was that was months more of TV you could have done. Could have kept the ride, could kept the wave going, but never did. And I ultimately think that was the downfall of WCW, and the momentum that they were getting on the other show with Rock and Austin and stuff. I mean, it was just too much to overcome.
Ridiculous.